Hello guys and welcome to How to Defend FC26. Well, I must admit that defending FC26 is very tasking. It can be very frustrating at times. But this video is going to present you a solution. So stick with me to the end. I'm going to make it very brief, cover the topics extensively so you don't have to watch for too long. I'm going to be covering manual defending, AI defending, custom tactics, player selection.
Scenarios that are very popular. So these scenarios are going to help you know how to defend better, because when you see these scenarios you can identify them, know how to handle those scenarios when they come up.
Manual defending has really been the main thing in FC26 since the new updates, meaning you don't rely on spam tackling or AI or just moving things or that dragging your defensive back out. These are some of the common mistakes that happen.
Clearance directional, of course. So this is it, the advanced defending. You can see there in the description, gives you the freedom to choose between the stand tackle or the shoulder budge or shoulder challenge. Okay, so professional fouls, probably turn this on if you want to be funny sometimes, but that can also cause penalties and things like that, so I like to keep it on off. Pass block assistance and on important, so AI can also intercept passes automatically when they're passing by. So how to keep that on. So right stick switching, put down classic. Auto switching, move assistance, I don't want any. Right stick switching preference relative, so you want it to be relative, closer to the player. You want sensitivity on forward, that's nice. And next, player switching on classic. Reaction time, calibration on. Okay,
I'm going to talk about Jockey. When you set your when you're doing manual defending, you can always press R2 to Jockey, and you can also press the R1 to sprint and Jockey at the same time. You can also perform the Jockey to block shots. So if someone is about to strike or perform a finesse, you can also move into position with sprint Jockey or Jockey and then block. For stand tackles, quite easy to perform, or you have to also know when you have to be patient with your stand tackles. Don't just spam the button trying to tackle at every position, because this can be very crucial. If you miss a stand tackle, it creates a lot of space and someone can exploit that and score. So you have to be very patient with your stand tackles. To move your goalkeeper, all you need to do is press in the analog stick and then press and hold, shift the keeper to the direction you want. The easy way to move the keeper to the center immediately is to double tap triangle. It's going to easily move the keeper to the center to intercept or to put you in a position where you can get the ball. This can be very useful. This can also be enhanced, so you have to make sure you can guess where your opponent is going to possibly strike the ball, and then just before he's about to strike, you do a double tap triangle. It's going to center your goalkeeper and helps you win the ball most of the time. So AI defending, there are a lot of things you can do with your AI. So we have what's called the second man press.
Alright, so you do this by pressing L2, hold it down, and then you see the icon up top. That's going to activate the AI, and it's going to come through press for you.
About is the team press. Now this is the tricky one because most people don't use this, but it's very useful and important.
All right, to perform this you have to double tap L2. That's where the settings is in my button. Could be in a different place for you, but you have to double tap. The second tap you hold it, so it's more like tap and hold. Okay, so I'm going to talk more about it in the scenarios, because there are a lot of scenarios that use this. You can use it to be very effective during defending and also to win the ball. Okay guys, here is my custom tactics. As you can see, you can copy the code up top. That's gonna help you. It's a good defensive approach. If you're struggling defensively, you can start with formations like this until when you get comfortable with defending a lot, and then you can start to explore other formations and stuff. I really recommend this. You can also even go with like a 5-back. Just make sure you have CDMs that you can use, and you have your center backs as well. Any formation that gives you CDM is going to be very, very useful. All you want to do is put them on defend, ensure that everybody's on defend, no balance. The balance should start from your cam. Okay, so it's that simple. These are pretty good formations that you can use. Ensure that you have CDMs. You can even use a 5-back. This is also nice. Ensure that you have CDM for that massive defensive support. Okay, so here is my formation. My take on the defensive approach should be whatever your opponent is doing. If you notice that this is okay, you can roll with it. But if it's not, if you've noticed that he's really pushing, he's really coming all out for you, you can fall back a little bit. You can use a low defensive approach. If you notice that he's also waiting too much, he's not pushing, he's trying to delay too much, and then you can push up the pitch and then take advantage of that. So this, you can change this in game. Remember that you can always change this in game. I like short passing because you can use that to push your player forwards and call them for pass so they're not running out. You can also, however, use counter. That can be also fine as well, but I like to use short passing. Feel free to copy my tactics, and that's gonna make you a better defensively, hopefully. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, there you go. This is the teams. We have the decent sharp Kenyans. You can use them, and see he starts as the Jockey, intercepts, all of that. Also use Kachawi. It's a different option, not really pricey, but you can get her for cheap. You can put her there in that wing. Decent sharp is also Nino Mendes. You have the money to get him, it's fine. You have the coins to get him, that's fine. And now here too as well has the Jockey, intercept. What you really want to go for is players for the right position. So you can see your left backs and your right back, they need to have some decent pace so they can run up and cut in, help you defend. You need to have CDMs that have good defensive roles. It doesn't really have to be expensive. Just ensure that they are the right people for you. Right stick switching is one of the scenarios here. You can see I'm using the right stick switching to position my players, put them in places that they can intercept the ball and have a huge advantage. And there you go, I got the ball. Defensive shape, very important. You just have to ensure that your players are in their proper position, so you don't move the players out of their position. Try to use them where they are supposed to be, and you end up getting the ball. It's all about patience. It's all about believing in yourself. Here is a scenario where I use team press. Just tap L2 and hold. You can do as quick as you want. That is going to activate the team press, and you're going to see two blue icons on the top of your player. They are going to press the nearest players close to them, so you have to ensure that these players are close to the people they need to press before you use the team press. This can be very useful, and it also can ruin your position easily. Some of the best places to use it is when you're trying to block a cutback. So also you need to learn how to use it briefly. You can just tap hold. Don't hold for too long, so you don't drag your players out for too long. Okay, so for defensive direction, you have to take a look at what I'm doing here in this scenario. I have to move the players backwards. That means when I'm defending, I'm always thinking about my direction. I'm always moving slightly backwards. Even if I'm coming forward a little bit, I don't fully commit. I'm always taking the player a little bit backwards. Jockey backwards. Stand tackle backwards. Everything I'm doing, I'm still thinking about my post, my direction. You see, I had to take the CDM backwards, Yamal backwards, and that keeps your defenders in their position as well. Right, so this scenario, I just had to stay calm. So staying calm is one of the crucial things you need to do here when you're defending. It's going to be very difficult sometimes when a player is dribbling too much. He's is just out there being too aggressive, dribbling up and down. Just stay calm, trust me. Follow the basics, try to jockey, try to tackle, and you get the ball. Sometimes when the pressure is too high, you get into your head, you're not calm, you're panicking. Do not panic, just stay calm while defending, and you definitely get the ball. That's just it. Try to stay calm, because if you're not calm, you will make decisions, hasty decisions, and that might also cause this goal breaking your character, especially when you concede. It's hard to stay calm. Alright guys, so in conclusion, you need to practice a lot. You need to practice. You've seen everything we talked about, from the right stick switching, defensive position, team press, defensive direction, staying calm, being patient, and a lot of things that we've covered in this video. Just take it one step at a time. Believe in yourself, keep training, keep practicing, and it's going to be okay. Watch this video to the very end. You're a superhero. Thank you so much. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to drop more videos like this soon. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.